Hey there and welcome. My name is Pete and this is the usual monthly channel update for October 2021. I am finally back from my month-long September travels, and even though not a whole lot happened on the channel in the last few weeks, we can at least talk about what's to come. I actually briefly thought about skipping the entire stats overview this time, since again, with barely any activity, things don't look too exciting on that end, but maybe it's also interesting for you to see how a channel like mine performs even if I more or less take an entire month off, so here we go. In September, Pete Complete received 425,000 views, about 93,000 hours of watch time, and 377 new subscribers. All of these numbers are of course significantly lower than they were back in August, but they also show that the channel is far from dead, at least on your end, which I very much appreciate. Still, if I were to continue along this path, the numbers would inevitably continue to trend downwards. After all, YouTube likes their creators to be very much active. So, speaking of returning to active duty, here is what you can expect from Pete Complete in October. First up, with only 3 more episodes to go, we are going to conclude our playthrough of Mutant Year Zero. That series is currently my #1 priority because A, it is very clearly a little bit more popular than Mass Effect with you guys, the audience, and B, it is coming to an end, and that means that there is soon going to be room for something new, and that is always very exciting. Regarding that new series that comes afterwards, I do of course have a few ideas, some rather obvious I think, others perhaps not so much, and while I have a few preferences, I have not made a final decision just yet. And as you know, even if I did, I certainly wouldn't spoil it here. Now, of course, Mass Effect will continue as well, but that series is not going anywhere anytime soon, and also has a bit more of a niche following among you guys, so I hope you understand that I will at times prioritize other projects. Other than that, there really is not much to say at the moment, apart from thank you perhaps. I certainly do not take for granted that you have been so patient with me these last few weeks and allowed me to take some extended time off without having to worry about losing large chunks of my audience. As a matter of fact, the channel was still viewed by thousands of people, it even grew by a few hundred subscribers, the last Mutant Year Zero episode I put up performed just as well as the others in the series, and the Pete Complete Patreon also even gained a few supporters, and all of that is far, far from guaranteed. So thank you for that. I promise I will try my best to reward your patience and your trust in me in the upcoming weeks and months. And while I am already in the mood, so to speak, let's continue with the thank yous as we wrap things up for today with our usual monthly Patreon shoutouts. So as always, in no particular order, I want to say thank you to Sam Just, Isaac Dennison, Wheatley, Sarah Starling, Jin Lee, Cactus Khan, PMD, Jacob Santos, Poglepig, Jacer, Logarithmic Retro Encabulator, Roy Aban, Skylar Wilson, Lord Van Screen, and Sanat Huja. Thank you guys so much for deciding to support the channel even during my absence. Now that I'm back, I hope that I can make it worth your while. And with that, we have reached the end of today's channel update video, so if you have enjoyed it, then I would be very happy if you could leave a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing and want to support me and my channel further, then you can go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already, grab some merch over on shop.petecomplete.com, or check out and maybe even also pledge to the Pete Complete Patreon. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.